Good morning, my McJow brothers. Let's go for a drive.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Hello, Mr. Hemi.
Good morning. Long time no see.
Yeah, Walmart was being Walmart. And I got a fucking for it. How have you been?
I, I figured you're so flush with money you decided to take a few days off.
No, I would rather been working. Avenue. No, I would much prefer to be making money than sitting around on my ass. Although I did park at a place with a good restaurant. So it wasn't a complete wash. Ah, it's Mr. Mouth Agape Ape.
About time you get back to work, you lazy goat.
Yeah. Well, you pass your stone yet?
No, I get to go a week from today and go get it yanked out.
Yeah. We're gonna be Scope brothers. You
Yeah,
get you'll get it in the front, and I'll get it in the rear.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah. Well, I think if I had to choose to be violated, I'll go with the back entrance. It's a lot bigger. So
Yeah,
you have fun with that.
I'm going to be unconscious, so really won't know what's going on.
So will I.
See, I'll wake up feeling like I had VD. You'll wake up feeling like you got ass raped.
That's right.
I thought you'd stay awake through the whole thing, Brandon. You want to savor every minute.
Well, you've got me confused with Father Saunders.
Oh no, I don't want any anesthesia. I want to know what's going on.
I want to feel every inch.
I'm pay- I'm paying for this. Might as well enjoy it. Apparently, they keep you around and make it so that you have to fart for them uh, before they will let you go. And I'm like, fuck, easiest test ever. There you go. Can I leave now?
That's kind of like like when they do some of those abdominal surgeries. They'll inject was it carbon dioxide up in under your skin and kind of get your skin separated, puff you up like a balloon. And I guess when that stuff will just absorb back into your body, and then you you fart like it's going out of style, man. I guess you just keep on farting.
Yeah, I have no idea why you have to fart for them, but apparently that's a thing.
Because they want to make sure they didn't poke a hole in you somewhere else. Because then the fart would go elsewhere.
Hang on a second.
You want to make sure they didn't lose a wristwatch up there.
Hey, did you check your paycheck?
Doctor, your hands are cold.
They shorted us 1 week, all 4 of us. I mean, they shorted us 1 day. Yeah, give Don a call.
You never fuck with a man's money.
That's true. And the company fucking shorted all fucking 4 of us who are down here at this facility for 1 day's worth of fucking work.
Hey, Rusty. Rusty's in here. Grinch is in here. I was telling him they want you to fart because in case they left a watch up there or a class ring or something, they want to see if it comes out.
Yeah. Maybe it's not theirs. It's sort of like the treasure hunt.
Could have been rolling around there since the last time you got one.
I've never had one before. I found another place, Ape.
Another place?
Yeah, not nearly the acreage that I was showing you, but
yeah.
Because the place I showed you sold. It's fucking pending right now, but
that was pretty good price for as much land, as long as there's some flat spots and it wasn't just straight up and down mountains.
Right. I'll be back in just a second.
That's what it's going to sound like when he comes out of that doctor's office. Well, Hemi, the diet's going good.
Oh, good.
Sunday was 1 month exactly, and I've lost 25.5 pounds.
Ooh. You'll lose another 2 when you get rid of this rock.
Yeah. And then the other day I was like, I didn't eat any breakfast. I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting.
Yep.
And then I didn't even realize until I fixed something that I hadn't eaten in 24 hours.
Well.
But when I was sick with this kidney stone, I couldn't eat. And I was on a 99-hour fast. I didn't have anything to eat for 4 days, 4.5 days.
Yes, sir.
and I wasn't hungry. I was just hurting too bad.
Too much pain. Too much pain to think about hunger.
Yeah. Living off of water.
Were you on any pain medication at the time?
Yeah, they gave me some of that Toradol.
Yeah, that could curb your appetite too.
And it can also freaking lock you up like a bear trap.
Yeah. I remember being on hydrocodone and fucking I didn't shit for a week. When I finally dropped a turd, it was the size of a cat.
It come out like a Campbell's Big and Chunky soup can.
Oh, no, man. It fucking inched its way out of there.
Did you have to take a break and use some tin snips and cut it in pieces so you could get up and walk around?
I had to fucking stand up to get it out. Fucking move into a squatting position because that fucker was not breaking and it was fucking
fucking anaconda. You know it's a big turd when it breaks off and it slaps the back of your sack as it goes into the bowl. When you got to wipe the back of your sack because you got a drag mark on it. That's a turd.
Yeah. You know, there used to be a contest in Hustler called Flash Before You Flush. Right?
Oh God.
Oh.
And this was back in the days of Polaroids and stuff like that. So
Imagine taking that to the 1 hour moto photo to have it developed.
Can I get duplicates of this, please?
I'm proud of this one.
You should get that one framed.
And some of the editors' comments were fucking hilarious. Like this one was like, "Seek medical attention, attention immediately." You know.
If you have a bowel movement that lasts more than 4 hours, seek the doctor's medical advice.
Oh.
So where are you heading now?
Tulsa.
Are you loaded or
Zumbro.
I am loaded.
Oh, see Zumbro.
Ah, no. Every time I talk to Zombro and say, "Hey, do you want to meet up?" He's like, "No." So.
Where are you at right now?
I'm just leaving Bentonville.
Oh.
We're going to drive to one Walmart neighborhood market, lose half of our load there, pinch it off, go to the next neighborhood market and drop the rest of it there, grab an empty and come on back. But first, I got to get fuel because I am down to fumes. There's the fireworks tent. God, that's a miserable fucking job.
Sitting in a hot ass tent with a bunch of explosives around you?
It's
Yeah.
sweating your fucking balls off, yeah.
Not able to have a smoke all day.
All right, road work, just what we need.
Yeah, I've got some construction that I don't see them. They're not there when I go by in the morning, but when I go home, they're doing a chip seal on the highway,
Uh-huh.
and you can tell it's the state because they got everything prepped, started on Monday, and they weren't there yesterday. So I don't know what Wednesday was, but they weren't there yesterday, and they've only gotten 1 mile done this week, and it's supposed to be 21 miles of construction.
Oh, they'll stretch that out to 2 months.
Well, I'm sure.
I found another place. It has a fucking house, a pole barn with a concrete floor, a bunch of other buildings, a real old barn, you know, the barns that look like barns, some fucking grain silos, 2 garages. One is a 4-car and the other one's a 2-car.
Same area?
No,
No.
and it's only on 9.5 acres. But you get all of that, and trust me, the house needs some work. For 135 fucking thousand.
Just having the the outbuildings that's
Yeah.
pretty darn
Well,
nice.
yeah, and the one with concrete in it is 60 by 120.
Wow.
Big fucking building.
Does it come with any nobles?
Any Novas? I wish.
Nobles? You said it had barns. I was wondering if it had nobles too.
Well, I suppose I could get me a queen.
So it's got a six. You said 60 by 120.
Yeah,
That's your workshop.
damn straight.
Wow. Same state?
No,
Okay.
here's the shitty part. It's Illinois.
Oh God. That is definitely one state I would never move to. A stupid fucking Chicago runs that whole fucking state. Everybody in that state could be Republican except for the fuck faces in Chicago, and they rule the whole state.
Yeah. But as far as being at the right price point and having everything I need already built,
Yeah.
fuck. And it's fucking south central Illinois, so it's flat as fuck, perfect for aviation. It'd take a little work to get it to be fucking off grid, but it's got the septic already, and I can convert as I go and get off the fucking utilities.
So it's out in the country, so you're on your own well and everything?
No, it's in the country, but it's a rural water district. You have your own fucking septic system, but you get piped in water.
Wonder if there's any water on that land you could get rid of
Nah,
that too.
you could probably do your own well, but you'd need a pretty good filtration system around farming.
Yeah.
You
Or
know?
you'd have to go 600 feet. You'd have to go deep.
Yeah, unless you had the ability to filter out all the groundwater contaminants. Yeah. Because who knows? Maybe 30 years ago they used fucking Roundup. You know.
Well, they probably still are. Monsanto.
Yeah. But the fucking liver fucking exploding Roundup, like we used back in the 80s.
Now seasoned with glyphosate.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got one guy out here with a fucking pole saw. Oh, here's some guys in a fucking boom truck too. Okay.
Are they doing cutting the low limbs?
Yeah.
The semis will knock them down. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
Oh, it's
Remind me
today,
not to come back
Juneteenth.
this way this evening. It's
Today
an
is
imaginary
Juneteenth.
holiday.
Juneteenth. Are you going to protest somewhere today?
Oh, I'm going to Tulsa where they had fucking Black Wall Street. It ought to be fun.
Wall Street.
Is that where the food bank is? I don't think I have any need to protest or anti-protest. There's not going to be anybody in my town celebrating Juneteenth.
You're the only black guy in town.
There is one biracial kid in town that I know of, and his dad is actually a friend of mine that I work with. So he, the child's mom lives up in the same town I live. So yeah, there's one half black boy in the because he's a little guy, about, what is he, 8 or 9 years old, something like that.
In 10 years you'll have more.
Exactly. Give him about a little bit of time.
Well, if he takes after his daddy, he'll have 2 or 3 that'll have different mamas. That's for sure. Because this same guy that I'm talking about had a kid with my first ex-wife too. I asked him one time. I said, "What is it? You screw a chunky white chick and you always impregnate them?" He just kind of shook his head at me and told me I was fucked up. And I said, "Well, I ain't the one paying child support."
If she's chunky, then she has the resources to eat.
Ah, yeah. I was saying my first ex-wife wasn't actually too chunky. She chunked out a little bit there, and then she got thin again. So it almost looked like she was on some drugs or something. Because the last time I have seen her, oh god dang, that wall fucking ran up and bitch slapped her. And ironically, I think she lives about 3 miles away from me, and I near the same town. I don't ever see her. It's nice. The other ex-wife lives in the town that I moved away from to get away to this town.
Well,
But I don't.
I only know where one of my ex-wives is, and I laugh about it every time I think about it. She had to move back in with her fucking mom and dad after I stopped paying child support.
Gee, I wonder if all that money you were paying for child support went to the children.
Doesn't appear to be.
Must have went to her car payment and rent and everything, huh?
As far as I know, she has never gotten a car on her own. Every car she's ever gotten has been a gift from her parents.
Jesus, what a leap!
At least you know she didn't sock away the child support into a savings account.
No, she only was able to save when she was getting ready for
Stealing
divorce.
from you.
Yeah.
She could only save while you were still paying the bills.
When she could only rat hole money when you were the one bringing in the check.
Yeah, right.
Yep. You know, I'm able to save so much more money than I did when I was making big bucks because I don't have a fucking parasite fucking spending it all.
It's amazing how that happens.
Well, there's a couple of reasons. No parasite and no rent or mortgage to pay for. That's huge.
Yeah.
You can't help but make money.
Well, I'm even thinking about buying a different property than the one I've got that's already fucking either fucking gigantic and has fucking running water on it or has the buildings that I want to fucking use. You know, multiple fucking homes, multiple fucking properties.
And that would take you many more years if you were at a traditional job with a mortgage payment and your own car.
And a money grubbing whore.
So that too, yeah. Well, that's just fucking icing on the cake.
Well, that's the driver behind all the other fucking expenses.
Dak
And
put out a good post. Did you see that today?
I did not.
It's some hot rod with a big blown frickin' engine on it, and then some skank in a bikini leaning over it, and it said, "Which one of these will cost you more money?" And somebody beat me to my punchline by a couple of hours. I can't remember who it was, but I was gonna put the blower on the left, and I went through the freaking comments, and somebody already put it. I was like, "Damn it!" Heck, a building that big, that 60 by 120, you could make a barn dominium out of it. You could put an apartment in that and live in that thing.
Yeah, and rent the house out.
There you go.
That's kind of what I was thinking about doing.
Yeah, you could make yourself an apartment in the corner of that thing and still have a huge workshop.
Yeah.
What are the taxes like?
I haven't looked.
That's Illinois. I'd be surprised if they weren't pretty high. Somebody's got to pay for all those welfare bitches in Chicago.
Yeah, and the reparations too.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're fucking spending so much money on fucking illegal immigrants that they can't pay their fucking teachers their pensions. That shows me that they're a very well-run state.
Yeah. That, and they are not 2A friendly in the least. You have to get a permission card to even buy a firearm in that.
In the city of Chicago, it's pretty fucking bad. I don't know statewide, but I know that we got talking to, but for driving in there, and
Yeah.
we're told that if anything was discovered, that it was our fucking problem. The company wasn't going to bail us out.
Hey, good morning, Homefront Forge. And somebody, Earthium, is in there too. And Cyberbully. Some names I haven't seen before.
Oh, welcome to the show, boys. Now, Homefront Forge comes all the time, though.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I know who he is.
And it's a perfect opportunity to get a whole bunch of fucking shitty cars and fucking take 10 years to fix them.
You talking about you?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, Hemi's got one shitty car that, you know, he may or may not ever get fixed. I want to have 5.
You could get a hold of Thumper, the sweaty fat guy. He's got about 20 of projects going at one time.
Yeah. Well, he's a professional, though.
He's got some cool cars, though.
Yeah, he does.
That GTO he has is pretty nice. That blue one. I think it's a 65. He did a video on it one time and drove it into town, and sounds nice. Looks pretty good. It's a pretty car. That's about my favorite year for the GTOs. I love the 65. Not a fan of the 64 since it was a one-off, but I didn't like the horizontal 4 headlights. I like the vertical headlights on them. Like on those, and was it the old Fairlanes and Galaxies had those?
Yeah,
The
it makes them
stacked
look
headlights.
mean.
I thought Rusty, has been watching his videos. I thought he was going to get arrested. He was standing right next to a state trooper car. I've heard that he's wanted in like 50 states.
Yeah, apparently that's not the case.
Oh.
50 states and Canada.
And
50
twice
states
in the
and
District
provinces.
of Columbia. Well, apparently neither Beth or Viper showed up to their hearing yesterday.
Well, she's claiming victory, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sometimes when you don't show up to that kind of stuff, you get another warrant put out for you.
Well, her lawyer showed up.
Well, that's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that's required.
I don't know why or what the whole hearing thing was about. So apparently it wasn't too serious, or they would have fucking put a fucking warrant out for her.
Well, we don't know what happened either. Maybe they did.
Well, I'm sure Rusty would have been crowing about that.
Rusty says she has already violated the judge's order.
No
Just
orders
found
and
it independent.
recommendations.
She don't need no judge or no man telling her what to do.
They're not orders, they're just guidelines.
He says the case was not closed, so it's still stuff still happening.
Oh, what was it? I'm not clear on that.
Maybe he can't talk about it right now. Pending litigation.
Say that again, Abe?
Pending litigation, maybe?
Fuck. That tells you nothing.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely the case because it's not over yet.
But it's not too smart to immediately go out of the judge's order. Oh, speaking of
Hey,
crusty bungholes,
Crusty blowhole.
yeah, I could talk about it. I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Her attorney was very professional and very nice and wanted to negotiate right away. Basically, Beth was, and Beth, because this was not Viper being charged, this was Beth's case. Beth was given instructions. Well, her attorney was, and of course, that her attorney relayed what happened at court to Beth. And one of those conditions is the judge and the prosecutor and her attorney agreed to it, that she was not ever going to mention my ex-wife ever again online. And what is the very first thing that she does? She says, she mentions my ex-wife, and she says that she hopes that she burns in hell. So we got to go back to the prosecutor because he said, look, don't go to the sheriff's department. Don't go to the police department. He said, come directly to me. He says, I got everything ready to go. And he says, we're going to put out a warrant for her arrest and we're going to go get her. And he said, I don't care if she's in another state or not. So we got to go back to the prosecutor again today. In fact, I have to go there to meet her. I'm supposed to be going someplace else. I was at the Heart concert last night in Baton Rouge. Left straight from the courthouse to come here. So I'm getting ready to turn around and have to go back to Mississippi. This woman is nuts, and I'll go ahead and say it right now. My ex-wife begged me not to say anything. Her own attorney said that she's crazy.
Hey, Rusty,
Female.
what charges were on Beth?
It was just like disturbing the peace and terroristic threats. This actually was the lightest of all the charges against her. See, she has outstanding warrants from several different counties. And that's the reason why she waived her right to face her accuser just to be able to have her attorney in the court. And you can do that as long as it's a misdemeanor and not a felony.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
she's lost her mind.
So she hasn't gone to court over
Hold on a second. I got a large truck passing by. I can't hear. I'm sorry. Go ahead again.
She hasn't gone to court for her protection order violation or any of that other stuff.
No, she has several warrants for her arrest.
Dang, we're gonna see her on America's Most Wanted pretty quick.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're getting to that level. I mean, when you basically what the judge issued was basically not a bench warrant at the hearing. He issued bench orders, which is the equivalent to bench warrants. And if you violate it, see, basically, the case was not closed. They asked my ex-wife if she wanted to close the case because she's the one that had these particular charges against Beth. Okay, and my wife said, "No, I don't want to. Close this out. This is ongoing." And she says, "Okay, well, basically, she's on 6 months probation." And here's the conditions. And one of those conditions was don't ever bring my ex-wife up again online in any capacity, shape, or form. And my ex-wife got the prosecutor to define exactly what that meant. And he simply said, if she types Rusty's ex-wife, that's it. It's over with. And that's exactly what she did.
And what are the penalties for that?
He said that he's putting a warrant out for her arrest, and they're going to go find her.
And how long will she be in jail?
I don't know. Usually on something like that, it's as soon as they could be brought before the judge.
Yeah, but that's not the sentence.
Well, no. It's not a sentence of thing where there's a guideline that says that, okay, now you're going to get 6 months. It's all up to the judge.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what, she has gone absolutely nuts. She's not thinking. Some of the stuff that she has posted. I mean, it's almost incoherent, and then she's got to come back hours later and correct it. Like you could tell she's on something.
God, and some sick shit too. Like you fucking dogs.
Oh yeah,
like
listen.
that.
When her attorney was not even aware of her two channels, and my ex-wife had to pull them up in court. And her attorney was like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And her attorney basically said, listen, she pays me money and I do the best job that I can. And that's the only thing that her attorney thinks she's nuts. Her attorney was great. Real nice woman, very professional, did everything to represent Beth to the best of her ability. But man, the judge and the prosecutor, you got to understand, see, she's been up there at the courthouse making an ass out of herself. In fact, there was this one occasion where she called on the phone and was objecting because they threw out her lawsuits against me. And they told her, listen, you can't talk to the judge. She told him, I'm coming up there. And that's when she showed up. She made an ass out of herself. And then they found out that she had an outstanding warrant for her arrest. And that's how she got arrested. She's crazy.
That's a big brain thinking there.
If Viper had any damn hair left, he wouldn't have he wouldn't have any hair left after this. I mean, she's got to be putting that poor bastard through hell. He's got to be saying to himself, when is this going to end?
I don't feel sorry for him.
Well, yeah, well, you know what I mean. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And basically, without going into detail, the prosecutor basically, you know, solidified the idea that this woman basically snapped because she became convinced that I was cheating on her in the relationship. That's what all this is about. Not about putting a gun to somebody's head, not about kidnapping somebody, not about beating her up, not about this, not about that. No. She just became convinced that I was cheating on her. And I strongly suspect that Viper is the one that had a lot to do with that. Because he was with me a lot. He would be with me when I was stopped by my ex-wife's house to fix her well pump, okay, and to do other things, you know. And I think that the guy was just outright lying to Beth because he saw an opportunity.
Well, she's gonna release them pictures of you making mad sweet love to dogs, so you better watch it.
I don't know. She's come up with some pretty sick things, you know, that you wouldn't even think that anybody would ever, you know, even say out loud. Anyways, that's the gist of it. So now I got to go deal with this mess back in Mississippi today. So I guess if Beth is trying to cause me aggravation, then I guess technically she did win. Shit.
So class, what's the takeaway from all this?
Don't
you
bring
know
your
what the
fucking
takeaway is.
girlfriends around here.
Oh, to the head of the class, Brandon. To the head of the class.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that you could say. You know, don't stick your dick in crazy. Don't bring your girlfriends around here. don't cohabitate with a woman. Don't get married. I mean, all those things apply.
At least she was post fucking menopause, and you didn't have to worry about getting pregnant.
Yeah, you get knocked out.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And yeah. Anyways, there'll be some more videos coming. I mean, hell, I might have to make one today at the prosecutor's office. I don't know.
It's like our own private reality show.
Yeah. Anyways, let me let you guys go. I'll be listening.
The only problem is there's no hot chicks.
Bye.
Bye.
It's got everything else. It's got dope abusers. It's got thieves. It's got liars, but no hot chicks.
The Real Housewives of Dolphin Island.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Some
What
people
will they
just
do
have
next?
to have that last word no matter what,
Yeah.
even if it puts them in jail.
Hamster shows that being on the Drunk Girl channel.
Pretty amazing. Boy, I think we're going to be busy later on today and tonight. And a bunch of trains went westbound, so tomorrow and the next day are going to be fun. Well, I got to make a phone call and try to get some time off so I can go get
Scoped.
the old piss pump frickin' roto-rootered.
The bore scope. The penile bore scope.
Yes. The gal from the hospital called me 2 days ago and scheduled it, because my insurance finally said, oh, I guess we'll pay for this. And she says, well, you have to go to your primary care physician and get a complete physical. I said, for what? Well, the doctor needs to know that you can be put under anesthesia and you got to do blood work and everything. I said, they've done blood work on me twice. I said, once at the emergency or the minor emergency when I went in with the original complaints. And I said, then in the emergency room, I said, I've had 2 blood draws and complete run-ups on me in the last week and a half. Oh, okay. Well, I'll contact the doctor's office and see if he'll sign off on that. I said, I've been under the knife like 5 times in my life. I'm good. So,
And then they say those 2 we drank. We need another one.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she calls me back about 4 hours later and says, oh, the doctor said everything's okay. He'll sign off on it. I said, all right, good. I said, because I'd just go to my primary care doctor and he'd order another blood work and it cost me another $300. I'm already a couple grand into this fucking kidney stone and it's not even out of me yet.
It's $300 for a blood test?
Yeah, every time I went to this doctor, every fucking time he wanted a blood work. The last time he ordered it, because it was right down the hall from him, I said, okay, talk to you later. And I walked out and I just walked out of the hospital and I didn't go do it because it cost me like $240. Insurance covers so much. And then that blood work usually ends up costing me about $230, $240 out of my pocket. Yeah. So I know what he's doing. He's padding the fucking bill. Every time I go there, I got to have a complete blood work fucking done. No.
Like, he's in cahoots with the lab, getting a kickback for everybody he sends to the lab.
Hell, he probably is an investor.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And the thing is this urologist I'm going to is in the same facility. So they have all my records, my medical records, because they're separated by about 100 yards of a hallway. So. But the bad thing is they put that stint in there after they get done getting that stone out of you, and they say 3 to 4 days, and they want you to go back in, and then they got to take that thing out of you. So that would put it right at about the 1st of July. And everybody's on vacation in July, so I might just have to take a sick day in July. So, anyways, I got to get a hold of the doc and see if I can get my time off so I can go get this done. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Peace out.
My needle is not even wiggling at all now. When I go over bumps or stop at stoplights.
What needle's that?
My fuel needle.
Oh. You're that low on fuel, are you?
Yeah. Oh, I've been fucking idling running the air conditioner since Sunday.
Idling's one of the worst things for a diesel engine. So I don't
Apparently
know
they're.
if you've heard. Oh, carry
Go
on.
ahead.
No, my story is a totally different subject. So you go first.
I was just reading my message traffic on the Qualcomm, and apparently they've been fucking around enough with this Walmart that they're having trouble finding people to drive it. They're
Wow.
begging somebody to come in this weekend.
Say for a premium, I'll be there.
Yeah, and then if they fucking put a premium out there, I'm going to demand it too. Oh shit. They got fucking 6 cop cars at the massage parlor. Yep. Get ready, Hemi.
Tunnel?
Get ready for Grinch's favorite thing.
Oh,
Welcome to Oklahoma, motherfuckers.
Oklahoma.
There's the loves. Watch me get there and just run out as I'm trying to go uphill.
Doing walk of shame with a jerry can.
the guy that's going to be pulling in directly on my fucking right, the name of his trucking company is AZZ. As.
As.
He's hauling as. You tell him, Sam. I'll be back. You guys can enjoy Hemi's ear rape until I return. And Sam, too. Sam is telling about these crazy couples that go on the road together. Holy shit, that's a short definition of hell.
Ear rape. I haven't even started working yet.
You smell that roller dog, don't you? You smell the roller dog. It's in my beautiful bag of chewing tobacco. So you're going to have to let me dig it out. Yum, 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 Sammy. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. All right. We are full. I am dewatered. The dog has his roller dogs. And we are on our way to Tulsa. But we missed the light, so we'll have to sit here for a bit. And away we go! Hello, Char. And hello to the rest of the brothers who are in here who I have not greeted. My apologies. Good morning.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Constantine. Good afternoon.
Thanks. Where are you? How it's going?
It's going pretty good. I am in Oklahoma.
Okay. Mm,
How about you? What are you doing today?
working. Trying to prepare tools for new design for experiment because now I'm working with mostly with experiment phase. A lot of work, and before that 2 days in office where we have another lab stuff and others going on around. Little bit tired. We have a lot of bombardment that break out our sleep. Worst case was from Monday to Tuesday, and probably whole Kiev have bad schedule,
Yeah.
can't sleep correctly. It is what it is. Mm. But in any case, we have something to do uh, and see how it's going. And I try to move forward in corporate world. My chief moving to another position, and I uh, send my resume to replace him. But we'll see. Management not really like. They prefer managers on such position, not engineers.
Right.
We'll see how it's going. And I don't understand why.
And I don't know why this is the case, but it appears that they like tall men
Oh,
and
yeah.
good-looking women for managers at that company that you work for.
In any companies, I prefer. It's. I read even article about that. Managers, most management position, usually they have. If you're 6 feet, it's much more chances that you will be a manager.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's really pronounced there at that place.
yeah, well, it was a long time ago. Maybe because we not have original owners like a managers, but it's now not so ridiculously well.
Oh,
Last manager not so huge, and previous one was high, but it's not for all. Now it's just much less pronounced in such way, like previous one.
oh,
But
so
again,
that's I never thought those guys would ever sell out.
they sell out probably 5 or 6 years ago to Swedish pension funds, and from that stuff we already switched to probably 2 or 3 managers, CEO on
Hmm.
that position. Now we have second or third, I don't remember exactly. Third, one short term between managers, but again, it is what it is. Mm, and yes, before that, but again, it's Danish companies are pretty high. We regularly I work only with one low, not so high guy. In Denmark, it's they really pronounce it. They huge, not huge, but alone, like said Napoleon
Yeah.
once. You know that story when he on one meeting with Murat, he tried to catch a book from high shelf, and Murat say, "Can I help you, my lord? I higher than you not. You want to say longer than me?" Yeah, but yes, it is what it is.
I have never heard that story before.
No, Miratis was he's one of chivalry generals that command on cuirassiers, and cuirassiers usually it's huge guys on huge horses.
Right. Well, I know who the people are, but I'd never heard that story before.
Ah, No, it's very famous story. One of that advance about his height, but his was mediocre size. But compared to Murat and Ney, it's two his most known cavalry generals.
Yeah, Ney was especially fucking huge.
Yeah, but yeah, just known stuff for Kirasir for that. It's part of their job. Like Hussar was notably small guys because they need to be separate long range with high distance between main forces and them. They was just long range light cavalry. They're practically all small guys. But Kirasir is opposite. They're just huge guy on huge horses. Mm.
Yeah.
Once in museum, I saw that Kiras for cavalryman, he was still for small guys, relatively small guy, but he was so thin. It's just probably 6 or 8 millimeter for Kiras. It's wow, it was ridiculous, but it is what it is. I heard that it was sometimes even more ridiculous, something around 12, 15 millimeters, half of inches for set of armor.
When they were thinking that, you know, they would just cover the vital organs,
Yep, like
protect
modern
against the
armor.
black powder. Yeah. There's in the British Museum, they have a French um, cavalryman's fucking chest piece with a fucking cannonball shot
Oh yeah.
through it. Have you ever seen the
Yeah.
pictures of that?
Yeah, it's famous stuff, but yeah. No,
Yeah.
not I can't imagine set of armors that can stop such kind of
Well,
things.
it didn't, but
Yeah, that's the point. Yep.
but they've kept it polished up and everything like that, except for this fucking giant hole,
Mm,
front and back, in and out.
Yep. Uh, it's part of life.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Damn,
even Muscat.
the first guy that had to polish that thing up, it's like, damn, why me? What did I do? Who did I piss off?
I think it was not so big deal in first time because it's probably was taken from place when you just if you live life and still in good enough conditions that just polish that stuff. Compare what with people without hands after catching bullets one
Yeah,
inch caliber. It's all that guy who he can take off that stuff now. I think he was just fine.
maybe. And even if he wasn't, the only treatment they had back then was go have a fucking pint of ale.
Yep. No, it's more modern time. It's 19th century. It's already invented surgery. Austrian already figure out how to make proper surgery for military. That's why it's not so bad like it was previous one. In previous ages when they just have something small. I remember a story about a man who figured out how to make broken arms treatment and all that stuff. Mm. He was how to say it in English? Not Catholic. How second Protestant. He was Protestant, and he was famous surgeon of the King of France. And when that Warfarian night was beginning, he just put few um, king guards around that place. His quarter said, "You will stay here. I don't care how you pray. You're my best surgeon." In such way, that guy survived for many night, but just because he was really, really good surgeon.
Yeah.
Mm, but for them, it was just fixate, join upper and lower that broken place, that broken bone. It was huge way forward compared to previous time. And Napoleon time, it's already modern medicine school. They already try experiment with anesthesia, surgery, stitching, all that stuff for fighting Austrian figure out that deal even before revolution of wars. Prince Eugen Savoysky from Savoy. Ah, yep. Okay, good history talk. You not answer where you going.
Oh, I'm going to Tulsa.
Oh, you will be king of Tulsa for a few days.
Not hardly.
Yep. Maybe I will try to watch that series.
I've heard it's pretty good. I've never
Yep.
watched it, but I like Sylvester Stallone.
Mm. He deserves his some appreciation for that role, and another one when he just for Rocky, because that movie make him famous, but it's a really good movie.
Well, the first one, I'd have to
Yep.
say, yeah. After that, eh,
Ah, you know, a lot of movies that second was better than first one.
like what?
Not a lot of, not a lot of them, and third one even worse than previous two. I can remember what Terminator,
Yeah, another one, Terminator was
Godfather,
great.
what good? Hmm?
Terminator 2 was sucked.
Yeah.
Terminator 3 was worse.
No, I don't. I most for me best was second one, but again, oh, Star Wars. Empire Strike Back. It was first for best for my opinion from original trilogy.
Yeah. Well, movies like the Terminator and Rocky and stuff like that that were meant to be standalone movies. Uh, when they do a sequel to them, it really most of the time just is horrible. And I think Terminator 2 was half the movie of Terminator 1, but that's just a personal preference.
Mm,
Uh,
mm.
then there was the worst I think that I've ever seen, and that was the second Highlander movie. It was so bad even Sean Connery couldn't save it.
Uh,
And he's probably one of my favorite actors of all time.
well, mm, okay.
I like Sean Connery. What can I say?
Yep. No, for me it's pretty good actor with his charisma. It was one of the good choices. Yep. It's not best for my opinion, but again, uh,
He's not perfect for every role, but he's really
yeah,
a good
sure,
actor. You know,
sure, definitely. I need to agree with it. No, he's one of the good actors. I definitely agree with you that he's a good actor.
Donald Sutherland was another really fucking good actor.
Oh, I'm from another generation. For me, it's Sutherland is. I know that actor, but not so many movies I see with him, and I not remember a lot of them. But yes, I understand.
Yeah.
All time, my favorite actor was Alejandro Al Pacino. I like him.
Yeah, a lot of people liked him.
No, just one of the good actor, one of the good choices.
He had some really good movies back in the 1970s, 60s, and 70s.
Mm,
Dog Day Afternoon is absolutely awesome.
I thought it was 80s, but okay.
He had some good movies in the 80s, but almost everything in the 70s. In the 80s, Scent of a Woman was really fucking good.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite. Yeah,
And that one that he did with Keanu Reeves where he played the
yep,
devil.
yep, yep. That's my two favorite movie. Why I like him.
Yeah. He
Oh,
was,
Godfather, obviously.
yeah, it was great in The Godfather, but the storyline in The Godfather was really what made it. And let's see, what's it? Everybody knows Scarface.
I don't like Scarface. For me, it's
I don't.
just a trope. They try to reuse his fame from Godfather. Nothing more.
Uh,
Mm,
if you were living through that era and the the widespread corruption of the times, uh, where the old mafia of the Godfathers, the Italian mafia, was losing its power, and there were other groups um, coming into their own, and all the mafia wars and stuff. If you were an American living through that stuff, that got the Scarface, it'd be a lot more. It'd be a
No,
lot
I
better for you.
understand. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand because I have few movies that explain my childhood and in 90s when I understand what's going on around. It was yep.
Yeah.
I know how it's going when you understand contents of what is going. That's why good movies usually about some context that you need to watch to understand at least partially what's
Yeah.
happened there.
And it resonates with more people. If it's
Yep.
part of the common experience. It's like the movie Forrest Gump.
Mm.
It's really not that great of a movie, but it had almost every famous thing that happened to a baby boomer in it.
Mm.
So it really, that's made Tom Hanks's career right there.
Mm. For me, you make best movie after you win in Cold War. Beginnings of 90s that Shawshank Redemption,
Yeah, that was a good movie.
a lot of them. I remember that 1993 was when each movie deserved Oscar and they don't know what to say because it was Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, a lot of them was there. People make a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, that was a good
Pulp
period.
Fiction, remember,
Pulp
I'm not
Fiction,
sure.
another great one.
Yep, it's a lot of them was in same year. It's something like 1968. And a lot of stuff happens. Mm.
226. 231. So we're getting close.
Mm. Okay. We'll see how it's going, but in any case, oh, not so bad. And soon, I don't know. I don't know. To speak with you about international news because it's looks like you will go into war with Iran.
I hope not. I really hope not. That was a dirty trick Israel played right in the middle of peace negotiations to do that shit.
I don't know.
I know Trump is trying to play it off like, oh, I gave you 60 days, but come on. I, I, it's, I really don't want to go to war with Iran.
Nobody really want to, like, I understand, but it is what it is. And I understand why they want to be not bombarded by anybody soon. If they have nukes, but again, it's what they make them sure
Yeah.
that nobody will bombard them.
I can understand why Israel wanted to do it, but why the fuck does America have to join them?
Because they can't avoid that stuff. And that,
Israel fucking bought off more than or bit off more than they can chew, and they want us to come fucking save their ass.
yep.
It's fucking foolishness on their part.
If they
They could
play
have,
it correctly, that they're not foolish if they win.
yeah. Well, they started this fight. This is not like this is not what I consider a just war. Now, is Iran fucking horrible? Yeah, they're fucking horrible. But are they worth fucking blowing up because they're fucking bad people? No, I don't think so.
I don't know what to say on this. And
You know,
it sounds ridiculously bad, but who's
the
care? Who listening
motherfuckers
us?
have been, yeah, the motherfuckers have been yelling death to America, death to Israel for fucking 50 years. And
I know what
we're all
it's.
still alive, you know. So
Yeah, I know why they scream in such way. Again, thank you for your CIA agent. When you start war against them with Iraq,
well,
and they need somehow fix that issue. They need
you
to
know
be
why?
supported.
Do you know why they're really fucking screaming that stuff? It happened in 1947. That's why. Yeah, if we hadn't been a big supporter of Britain,
Yep.
who decided that they were gonna like make up for the Holocaust and give the Jewish people a homeland, it just, you know, uh, if we hadn't fucking supported all that, we wouldn't have any of this stuff we're having right now.
Yep.
226B. One more mile, Constantine,
To what?
till my turn.
Uh,
Are you excited? I'm excited.
mm, Definitely excited. If it help you, why I not be excited?
It doesn't bother me one way or the other. I'm actually making fun of myself. 226B Peoria Avenue.
Yep.
Oh, great. It's the work zone. That's what I love to see.
I send you that I figure out that even on article official about Rotary Union, they write that somebody claimed from trust and hide money from everybody. It's smart decision, but
Yeah,
in any
yeah.
case, it's strange. Mm, but it is what it is.
Yep. Oh, this is a lovely neighborhood.
And what's wrong with that neighborhood? I'm sorry, I
uh,
don't.
well, the right there when you're getting off the highway, we had meth heads wanting money.
Mm,
You know, it's got government-funded housing behind the shops on both sides of the road.
okay, you have your own stuff that explain it to you. I'm not worker, I not understand, but in any case, I see.
Well, you have a whole bunch of unemployed people
Ah,
and drug addicts. Is what I'm trying
how
to
to
say.
explain you that more I understand AI, understand that unemployed people will be even more cheap oversee labor, and even more happens when AI will go in full strength.
And I hope you're wrong about that. And I just
Mm,
missed my fucking turn.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
it's not you. It's just usually there's a blue sign for Walmart, and we just had a green sign.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I guess for the neighborhood market, the sign's a different color. Now I know.
It is what it is. Okay, then I will leave you on that point because you're close to your destination point, and you again need to a lot of paperwork and all that stuff to be done.
See if I can get past this lady without taking the nose of her car off. She's just gonna fucking sit there. Fucking bitch. All right. Well, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to bring up my other GPS because now I'm driving
And
where I've never driven before on a road that doesn't really look like it's meant for trucks.
okay, have a nice day. Talk to you. See
Bye
you on
bye.
game. Bye bye.
five strike?
I don't work for the store, so I don't know. I'm just part of the remodel. I don't know.
Usually they have it.
This I know that trailer don't ever go nowhere, but this is their only receiver.
Okay.
So yeah, this is the only side that takes every trip comes in.
Yep. Let's go see if we can turn around back here. I don't think I can make a fucking 180 here. Well, gentlemen, we are at a live unload. There's another truck in front of me. So I think I'm going to shut her down and come back after I've been unloaded. Unless somebody wants to talk. Going once. Going twice. All right. Let me switch this around. Dr. Dree, you're right. It is a beautiful day. Sergeant Grinch, Char, Homefront, Batty Commander, Ian Blades, Singletown Bachelor. It's blocking me from seeing all the rest, but no marriage, no cohabitation, and no new children. And that, my friends, will keep you out of indentured servitude and usury put upon your person by the gynocentric court system. And if Mr. Hemi had stuck around instead of, choosing to go ear rape other people, he would tell you, don't bring your fucking girlfriends around here, eh? So, MGTOW is for normal men. You guys are normal men. You want to fucking, tap the female fucking anatomy. It's just the juice ain't worth the squeeze these days, brothers. So, I look forward to a day in the future when men are no longer seen as expendable providers and protectors who have the respect of everybody in society, where they're not seen as some people you can throw at a problem. And if they die, they're just men. That'll be the golden age of MGTOW, when we don't have people voting for wars who don't have to fucking go. And you're almost too late, Mr. Hemi.
Damn it.
Did you? But I will be coming on again after I get unloaded. So peace out, brothers. And I will catch you on the road again probably later this afternoon. Bye.